One of the other criteria that I'm always looking at when I'm going into markets is brand. Now, here's my tip. When you are just getting started, you don't need to think about brand, okay? You need to essentially just get the skills and the knowledge and learn how the platform works and start to get some money and experience. And then you want to focus on brand. But long term, building a brand has a crazy amount of value. So we're going to go over those now. And then we'll talk later in the branding section, kind of more in depth on each one of them and tactically. But here we're just going to go over the overall benefits. All right, so first, we're going to tell you guys a story that I learned in Africa. And this is about scavengers versus lions. So there was a time where we were at this watering hole in Africa earlier this year, and there was like 5 lions sitting there at the watering hole. And there was no joke, a couple thousand zebras all around. I was sitting there wondering, why aren't these lions eating the zebras? I wanted to see a lion attack, okay? And we sat there for an hour and a half. We're like, come on, come on. But the lions wait. The lions wait until they have the best opportunity, and then they go and they pounce. Now, they could have gone and got a zebra, but it was hot in the middle of the day, and it just wasn't worth their time and energy because they know that they are going to go after the huge, easiest opportunities for them. And then who comes in after that? Well, essentially, there's these hyenas that come in. And those are the scavengers. There's some other scavengers in the safari, but essentially what they do is they come in and get the scraps. After the lion is in there, there's certain parts that the lion's like, passes up on, and he passes up on, eating the whole thing because he knows he can just go get another one and he's full. So essentially when we are starting out on e-commerce, myself and you guys started, you got to go get the skills and knowledge and go after something that you can actually go for. And, maybe start out as a hyena and go for these smaller opportunities that the big lions, they see and they're like, whatever, not for me because I'm going after something huge. Now you see this as every brand gets big. Literally every physical product brand, a lot of them just go for these huge opportunities where they can serve a lot of people, but they pass up on all these small niche ones. And that's where you want to go when you're first starting out, being kind of more the scavenger of where are the scraps left over that I can use to build my skills and actually make quite a bit of money. I mean, there's like, $100,000 opportunities out there that are still, not the big brands are like, whatever, or not going, and, kind of more niche. So that's where you're going to start. I'd started out with that and then moved my way up to being more, I don't know, maybe I'm a lion cub now. All right. I'm not going to say like I'm this giant lion, but, I'm progressively passing up all these smaller opportunities as time goes on. So, just know that. Maybe now we'll give a preview of what being a lion gets you versus being a scavenger. So here are going to be the benefits of having a brand. So the main benefit of having a brand is there's a couple. You can build a lot more real estate and start to really take over that niche on Amazon. So one, you're going to be able to get headline search ads as you build a brand and get a trademark. So that's up here. So here is the headline search ad. And what is nice about this is, look, so I looked up power bank and all of a sudden now I'm able to see all these other anchor products. So that's one way that, whereas if you just have one product and you're doing headline search ads, which you get with brand registry, you're able to cross-sell your other products through that. All right, so let's say we've clicked on one of Anchor's products here. Now what they are able to do is look at this. You get to show up on frequently bought together as you build out your brand, and you can get more sales through that, okay? So maybe I go and I buy the other items from Anchor, but also you're going to build up and you're going to be able to get comparison of your other products. This is just more real estate. And another thing that you get when you have a brand is you can cross-sell. So you can essentially give coupons to your other products so you can cross-sell and get more awareness. And you can also get these nice, beautiful A+ content, if you're a vendor, it's called, or enhanced brand content. So you're able to build much more beautiful descriptions and you just get a lot more features. Also, another thing you're able to do when you build a brand, you're able to get video. They're coming out with that soon. And the opportunities are going to be more and more. And then you also get a individual landing page. Now, I don't know anybody that uses these, but there might be a day where people actually go to these, okay? So those are kind of the ways that you get, but let's say we just look up a power bank. here's the other thing. As you build out your brand, the other benefit is you just grab more real estate. So I'll show you with Anchor, and then I'll show you kind of about myself. So there's a lot of different needs in the portable power bank charger. So like we've said before, we're identifying customer needs, and there's a lot of them. Now, as you build your brand, you're going to want to start doing that and filling all those needs, and then you become the main player in that market. So let's say we have a power bank portable charger. We'll see up here, there's obviously the ads, but then look at this. Now, a highly weighted, this is only in some markets, but essentially Amazon even wrote a guide, and then there's expert recommendations. This is new. So basically, if you build a good premium quality and start building yourself, as they add out these more features of products they kind of trust or have these experts look, they're getting all this free stuff. So best value, best of the best. That doesn't exist in most markets, though. As we identified earlier, there's all these different customer needs and images in their head. And, we're trying to find a great match for that one customer, but that product is not going to be the best for everyone. So as we build out a brand, we want to really focus on making and filling out all of those. So in the market that we go to, no matter what their exact needs are, they start to come to us because we're filling that out over time. And then essentially no matter what search term people are looking up, we're there. And that's essentially what you want to do, is kind of fill out that market and then really focus in on a specific area. So here are going to be some other concepts about building a brand. It's going to be just economically, it makes the most sense. So instead of having to go and find suppliers for every market, as you build out your brand, guess what? You're going to find the best suppliers, and they'll have other products in that niche. Now, what you're able to do is you're able to get increased leverage with them, because you're building that relationship. They're going to give you better terms. They're going to give you better lead times. They're going to care about you as you build out that relationship. And as you start ordering more products from them, you start to get better prices on all of it, and you can combine your shipments together to essentially make everything a lot more easy, and you got a lot more flexibility. You can even get terms with them over time where essentially you pay them 30 days after they ship it to you. So essentially this helps out your cash flow. And another thing is when they come up with new products, because most factories in China they actually have their own in-house design teams, and they do make new products every year, and you get the first take at those. And as you build out this relationship with them, you can even get exclusives. So they're making new products for your market and then offering them to you and saying, hey, do you want, are you interested in this? We'll give you exclusive. So essentially they're doing the product research for you, giving you a unique product and not even putting it on Alibaba. So these are kind of the benefits as you build out a brand and build that relationship with a good manufacturer. And then, it's just awesome. And then here's the other thing, you start to get and know that market. And then over time, you're able to essentially see from your PPC terms, as you run automatic campaigns, you see what other people are looking for and maybe the other recommended products on yours or what's frequently bought together. You get to really know this market in this niche. You essentially know what to buy next. So this is just the Amazon specific benefits of the brand, but there's so many other benefits to it. So essentially, over time, if you build your product inserts correctly and do a really good job with branding, you get people that start to actually look for and be loyal to your brand. They start to think of you. They start to share it with other people, and you get be that specific part in the market where people go. You can take that over. Now, here's the best thing. The best way to build a brand, if you're selling on Amazon, you obviously want to get their attention off the Amazon platform, but essentially you could take over that area on Amazon with your products and then over time bring them externally to your own platform. Now, what's great is we're going to get addresses. So we get addresses, we get their name and address from the Amazon order, and then you can essentially put that into Facebook campaigns, and then now you're able to target them. So essentially we don't get an email address, but we can target them on Facebook, try to provide value to them, get them to follow our social media, come to our Shopify store. Essentially with our product insert, if we do it right, we can get them to sign up for warranties or, kind of find an ethical way to get them to go to our website and then get their email, their contact that way, build out a messenger list. And then essentially as we're doing launches and giveaways, if we do them in the right places like Facebook groups that are real, not the fake BS ones, real Facebook groups, we can start to really just build community, build relationship, and actually provide value to this given area. And then over time, everything just gets easier and easier and easier comparatively to if you're just finding unique, like little one-off product opportunities. But like I said, this is a more of a long-term thing, and you're actually building a business, and it takes more investment and time, but it's how you get something really big and passionate customers that really care versus just finding opportunities. But you got to start somewhere. The best way is just find a good opportunity, get the skills, get some money, get some learnings, and then find where you're passionate about and build out that brand. But we got a lot more in the branding section, but just from everything that I can think of, building a brand is the way to go. It just makes everything easier, and it makes your business sellable. I mean, I'm not trying to build a sellable business anymore. Some people are. I really do suggest that as you build out your brand, you don't just build it to sell. You build it so you want to build something that you don't want to sell. If you're going into actually building a brand, but everybody's goals in life are different. But I want to build something I'm excited to work on every day. So yeah, choose what you want to build, and brand is the best way to go long term. Right away, don't get stuck on it. Another additional benefit of building a brand is LTV. What does that mean? Lifetime value. So as we get someone to buy, they might start to buy more and more. And essentially, we're able to fill out that whole market. They're always coming to us. And then now we're not always looking for that next sale, okay? Because if we're going into the right markets and building a brand, we're cross-selling them on so many other things. And essentially, we don't have to gain nearly as many customers. Like, let's say you were even going into food or something with repurchasable items. Well, you only have to build up a couple thousand of people that are truly passionate and reorder, and guess what? You're good to go, especially if it's like a monthly food thing or something. There's all sorts of types of brands to build. Choose the one that you're going to like and enjoy and that you think is a good opportunity. Oh, one last thing. Some people think that you can't build a brand on Amazon. I completely disagree. You're getting paid to put your products in people's hands, essentially, because you're making money and getting your products into their hand. You can, okay? So if you ever hear that incorrect, it just has to be done properly. Is it the easiest thing? No. But is it possible? Absolutely. And you make money while you're building your brand versus hoping to just build one and that people will come. Instead, you get the people and then you go from there. So on to the next one.